Philippines, they're the one aggressing.
Mountain Shocker coming through, spots him, throws that turtle boat. Afrina taken out. First blood drawn by Team Philippines. Al Puerto going to be taken down by Farisha. No retribution. Both sides. Farisha secures. They're not done. They find Vivero. Cannot save her teammate. Al Puerto.
The go away from Perez is going to be very important to stop the engage from Malaysia.
Here we go. Al Puerto with another Mount Shocker. Catches the stun onto Hanis. That Kimi goes down. Diagon traded out for in the bottom lane. Perez looking for more. Aliyah survives. Aliyah, but 1 HP. Perez takes down Queenie.
Turtle here. Looks like both Team Malaysia as well as Team Philippines, they're all centered here. Diagon taking quite a lot of damage. Vivero still being in the front there. AOG hits onto Diagon. Amores jumps in, has to flicker out. Team Malaysia, they keep on fighting. Hani secures the kill onto Perez. It looks like the stun from Amores is able to get one, but still.
Impressive work for Team Malaysia. Commendable discipline on Farisha. I don't think Diagon is long for the world here. Diagon goes down after the push. They only died once each. They can't let that happen again.
Looks like engage coming in from Team Malaysia finds Vivero. Afrina gets a kill. And now AOG doesn't hit onto anyone. All the way back is Perez and Diagon. Afrina though taking a lot of damage. Hanis is trying to provide backup. Diagon all the way to the front. Able to escape death so far. Morris trying to go for a flank. Gets onto Alia. Alia jumps back in. Farisha gets a mega kill. Al Puerto has to get away. Perez is still free hitting. Gets a kill onto Alia. Queenie.
Happen. Close call. If Perez walked in there, would have been disastrous.
Yep, so far Anis does keep getting hit. Hold on, Afrina jumps in. Alia goes all the way to the back. A good traction pulse coming in from Anis. Gets a kill onto Perez. And double kill. Vivero is unable to get away. Alia making sure that Team Philippines cannot go back in. Staying in the fray. Good, unbreakable, unstoppable for Farisha. And now Diagon is the last from Team Philippines. The added range. Hold on, Team Malaysia, they might want to force this out still.
Whoa, there was a minion that came through. And it might actually be to the benefit of Team Malaysia. Diagon survives. The damage coming in. Very low the front line of Team Malaysia. Perez in the middle of it all. Once again, taken down. The Appraiser's Wrath serves up a kill to Queenie. Vivero falls. So does Diagon. And they're in the base. Once again, the same rope-a-dope. Team Malaysia looking to end and take game one.
The minions from bottom are charging in. They're able to get Al Puerto. Al Puerto gets pulled in. Team Malaysia, Al Puerto able to get a shutdown. And now I don't know whether they can end this or not. They're trying. Amores taking quite a bit of damage from Anis. And Al Puerto gets targeted. Farisha dives back. Looks like is gonna die there. Team Malaysia, they really should try to end game now. Looks like the first point for Malaysia.
No commitment. Like they can keep moving around. Turtle already at half health. Afrina at half health as well. Look at the stacks put on by Diagon. Farisha coming in. Massive bravest fighter. Forcing a quick sand guard. Amores swiping away with that real world manipulation. Vivero first to fall. Diagon and El Puerto in trouble. Team Philippines looking to blitz it. Jumps in with a flicker. Rampaging sandstorm. Afrina still secures. Farisha very low. El Puerto finishes the job. Aliyah look at the back line. Jumping on through. Hani still just dealing damage. Very reliable. Diagon with a Consecrator and the Ionic Edge. Takes down one. Al Puerto very low. Because if the gold lane is quiet, that means Perez is getting farmed. And if Perez is getting farmed, they can win in the mid-game power spike. Farisha tries to get away. Has 3 members of Team Philippines
going on.
Turtle very low. Gets a soft reset here. A quick rampaging sandstorm coming through. Plus a real manipulation. Too much damage being sent in by Farisha. Forces back the members of Team Philippines.
Both Morris as well as Perez has to be careful.
Oh, she's looking for Perez. Perez pops that Purify. Might have taken too much damage and Queenie's gonna burst her down. With that vengeance, Amores can't. Afrina deep inside the pit. Al Puerto gets hit by everything thrown at her by Team Malaysia. Vivero looking to protect and trying to reinforce his backline. Real manipulation already used by Amores. Now it's all down to the Turtle. Afrina secures. It may have took too long for Team Philippines to make their move. El Puerto in trouble. That's the Appraiser's Wrath. She's gonna go down. Hanis gets the kill.
Yep, and it looks like Hanis gets the shot on Yushin.
So Afrina playing against 3. Traction pulse thrown out by Hanis. And there's the Appraiser's Wrath. Quick sand guard keeps that front line alive, but just for a little longer. Diagon goes down as well. Perez burning up. She gets on out of there. Real world manipulation. Use defense.
1,000 up. And now they might get this Lord. Queenie doing a lot of damage onto Alberto. Farisha is there, making sure that Morris is nowhere near the pay. Alberto gets a kill onto Queenie. So now a bit dangerous here for Team Malaysia. Can Afrina do it? Farisha is there. Lord is low. Alberto secures the Lord. Afrina trying to get away. Same as Anis as well as Farisha. Afrina,
Whoa!
no HP left. Gets taken down by Diagon.
The Uranus was chasing the Fredrin. Crashes up into that tier 3. And the only holy shields left, extra resources for Malaysia's defense is down bottom. Real relation. Look at Aliyah trying to find Amores, but Bold in her face. There goes Perez throwing it out. And this is dangerous. Down goes Aliyah. Vivero helps with the slow on that jump. And that's a free pickoff for Team Philippines.
Yep, looks like Alia walked into the real world manipulation, so she was stunned up even though she was using the conceal. And now Team Philippines able to get the first inhibitor at mid. Queenie trying to deal enough damage here. Alia now does have the endless battle, so gonna have just a little bit more.
Hanis is also building up, has not died just yet. A concentrated energy on this Kimmy should help. Rampaging Sandstorm coming in, plus the real world manipulation. Very difficult front line. Down goes Afrina. Farisha comes in, finds the back line, finds Amores, but not dealing enough damage. Double kill for Perez.
Lean. Now this is the time where marksmen shine.
In comes Perez, dashing on through, throws out that worldie, but Hanis is dealing too much. The flicker back. Perez claims one. Alia in trouble, throws out that traction pulse, and it's just too late. Team Philippines equalizes at 1.
Afrina and Anis try to take down the Esmeralda.
And they are going to, wow, get over and secure the turtle. Perez dancing around, forcing Aliyah to use that revitalize. Vivero very low, flicker in by Farisha. She draws first blood.
Anis.
Oh, just as you say, Team Philippines
Able to heal up.
El Puerto finds Queenie, forces a brilliance. Hanis dodging on through, dashes, falling star moon from Perez. Looking to get the damage on a Queenie. She still had her flicker. Amores dealing some damage here. Alia looking for that unbreakable. Perez stays the course. Then weird for the Esmeralda to finally come through, because I get why Team Malaysia doesn't like it. Diagon with the vengeance. Trading out. Not going to be able to help. Alia dancing on through. Forcing Vivero to use that revitalize. AOG on out. Alberto unable to find target. Finds Queenie, forces her to use that brilliance. Traded out for with Perez. All right, I think that is
For both teams, they're just waiting for someone to make a move.
Alberto dashing in and out, unable to find an entry. Alia comes in, uses that revitalize, gets popped by Amores. Farisha running away from 3. Might get taken down. Double kill for Amores. And now it's 3v5. Team Philippines working their way towards an advantageous position. Alberto focusing on the Lord, gets the retribution, and now the All-Star continues. One more for Amores. Hanis down.
Oh, Queenie jumps back like a Morris.
Aliyah flushed out of that Y brush. Traction pulse thrown out. AOG used defensively. In comes Farisha dashing on between the softies, and Farisha gets bit down by Team Philippines. That's a free pickoff. Perez still looking for someone to dance with. Looking for the jump. Falling Star Moon on the 3. Aliyah, Hanis, a free lead. It's doable, but the map is not on their side. Long lane is the lane that got penetrated. That is where permanent damage is dealt constantly via waves. Mount Shocker, I think that's go time. Vengeance onto Diagon. AOG, they fight Queenie in the back line. Aliyah with the revitalize. Farisha doing her best. Final slash already used up. Alberto with a double kill. Amores gets another.
To defend against Team Philippines here. Team Philippines jump in.
Perez dancing around. Alberto finds Hanis. It's just Afrina. She had the farm. She had a great time spiking up to the late game, but not against 5 members of Team Philippines. Looking to crack another inhibitor. Up top, Immortality on. Vivero falls. Afrina traceless through. The base gonna be up next. They can't clear. Game 3 goes to Team Philippines.
Farisha now level 4. Team Malaysia, they want to jump in. Afrina tries to get the turtle. Farisha gets the first kill, gets first blood. Afrina secures the turtle, and now the damage coming in from Team Malaysia is quite high. Able to clean up 3 members of Team Philippines have been taken down. Coming in from this lead at the early game. is actually quite well. Amores, everything is on Aaliyah, having to use the tech charge. And look at this, the Throne of Ruin hits onto Dre. AOG follows up, but Frina secures a kill onto Alpuerto. Vivero tries to get away. Aaliyah is playing around with Diagon. Diagon is all alone from Team Philippines. Aaliyah still survives. Diagon tries to get away. Queenie is here, able to tie up Perez and Amores. And right now, same as Alpuerto. Aaliyah making sure that neither of them gets close enough. It looks like they want to go all in onto Alpuerto, taking quite a lot of damage. Tries to get away, but Queenie secures the kill. Good current call by Queenie, stopping.
Why not the Baxia? What do they get in the Uranus that the Baxia doesn't give? Zaman Force coming through. Perez looking to help him. Farisha with that Throne of Ruin, undoing the zoning. Alia very low, but Team Philippines can't get the damage in. Afrina finds Vivero, another free kill.
Yeah, it was impressive. 5-man Throne of Ruin from Farisha, even though there was no real follow-up there. Team Malaysia, they're moving forward. They want to be able to get this turret, and Team Philippines fighting back. Zaman Force there. Hanis is able to get the turret.
Lord started up by Team Malaysia. Lord taking a few chunks of health. Perez drops that Zaman Force. They're trying to take down Aliyah, but she answers back with a massive tech charge. Diagon goes down. Afrina looking to close up and take down any stragglers. Down goes Perez. Across the threshold of their base. Zaman Force by Perez. AOG coming through. Even Perez can't stand underneath her own teammates. Revitalize. Diagon shuts down Queenie. They're taking care of the waves. Frina, Aaliyah going to hunting. Alpuerto looking to get stacks. A mobile and tanky ward is what Alpuerto is currently. Diagon might be a little too deep. Bravest fighter on throughout these members. Tail end used the stun. I think Diagon accepted the fact that she might need to be a patsy.
Oh!
Massive Throne of Ruin here by Farisha, but Team Philippines able to back out. AOG keeps him down. Perez looking to swing back and forth. Not enough damage just yet. Vivero might fall. Farisha gets served up a kill.
Oh, Afrina.
And in comes Afrina. She freezes up and she gets shut down. Kill for Perez. And they're not done. Team Philippines looking to push out Team Malaysia out of their base. Another Zaman Force dropped in. Farisha catches a good amount of it. Perez dancing on through. Gleam out Team Malaysia.
It really compels your team to follow up. So whenever you do engage, you got to be careful. Farisha having to use the Throne of Ruin just to survive. Goes in, gets on the tree, gets Perez. Farisha is having an MVP performance. Diagon tries to get a kill, tries to stun them up, but gonna get taken down by Anis. Gonna be the first kill for this Lydia. And now Team Malaysia alongside with the Lord gonna crash in. And Team Malaysia with almost 9,000 gold. And look at that bottom wave as well. Team Malaysia might get all inhibitors here.
Perez still about 15 seconds out. AOG, Vivero holding on for hope. Tech charge, stuns him up. The minions still crashing into the base. Amores flickers out very low. Team Malaysia equalizes. 2-2.
Here, that little Wanderer and Vivero isn't not. Oh, hold on, Aaliyah. Aaliyah has to flick forward. First blood steal for Amores.
Lead 500 gold, Lafel, just off of a single first blood, and they're not done. A physical defense item. Despite the threats being magical coming in from Amores and from Cordova, Vivero almost gets taken out. Diagon dancing on around them, and down goes the Frina.
Well, Alpuerto secures it. Aaliyah has to find a way to get away. Traction Pulse used. Aaliyah still tanky here in the early game. Diagon jumps in. Aaliyah flickers out. Cannot get away. Diagon secures the kill.
Didn't even see that coming. What an engage. She didn't have to flicker there. She just straight up compromised Farisha. Finally, Cordova gets that push. Swan Song used by Hanis up top. A lot of action across the map.
Yep, Hanis has to get out. Takes a lot of damage. Same as Queenie. Queenie almost taking out Vivero. Able to. So at least for the Claude.
Get a smorgasbord of defensive items across the Grok and the Fredrin. They bear down onto Diagon. Swan Song by Hanis. Diagon survives. In comes Alpuerto. Might have been too much for Nolan to dive in there. Vivero takes down Afrina. Vivero goes down. Amores and Cordova looking to deal reliable damage. Rampart thrown up. That is a traction pulse, and Diagon ends what her teammates started. Aaliyah gonna be welcomed by Diagon. Flickers on out, but still the Grok.
There's shields here. But hold on, no one gets hit by the aerosol. Aaliyah gets taken out so much. Has to use the tech charge just to get away. but at least she still survives. Swan Song, Hanis goes in, same as Queenie, quite a lot of damage, but no one gets taken down so far. Hanis is the first to get taken down. El Puerto secures the kill.
The regret getting shields from her Swan Song. Diagon was able to deal a little bit more damage to Hanis because of that.
Oh, Farisha gets taken down by El Puerto. Right now, this Nolan is a little bit too much. Level 14, no one from Team Malaysia. It's 14. Yeah, Queenie gets taken down by Amaris. Team of Philippines might get the first win here with the Selena.
And underneath tier 3, the combo from the Grok and the Fredrin take down Vivero. But the ladies of Team Philippines are already inside the base. Down goes Amores. Cordova still firing away. There goes the Swanson, taking down Diagon, but she gets traded out. Aaliyah catches a face full of traction pulse. Might get bursted down. Cordova gets a stack. Swan Song here by Hanis, flickering forward. Farisha looking for targets. Massive shutdown by Hanis on Cordova. And Team Philippines trading 1-for-1 was not in their bingo card. Blazing duet coming in. Diagon takes down Hanis. Diagon might have regretted coming in a little too deep. It's a free 9 Queenie honor. And Queenie ready to go. Has that Swan Song. Cordova firing away. Waiting for her traction pulse to go off of cooldown. In comes Aaliyah. Tech charge on the 1. Cordova goes down. Appraiser's Wrath helps. And Afrina secures the Lord.
And now Queenie is here. Queenie jumps in. Vivero is all alone. Holds gold to make sure that she can survive.
Diagon falling Star Moon onto Hanis and Afrina. Farisha holding on to her bravest fighter. Not fully committing just yet. Aaliyah, Rampart up. El Puerto dashing on out. Gets hit by the tail end of that tech charge. But it's Amores who suffers a loss. El Puerto. Bini comes in. Queenie, I assume, gets blazing duet. She has a immortality, and in comes Vivero. Vivero forcing her spots. No BMI on Queenie. They pop her immortality here. There it goes off of cooldown. Vivero does not have an ult just yet. Wailing away. Punching. Queenie gets her down. Immortality for immortality. Cordova off the map. What happened there?
Yeah, all the while, Hanis deal way too much damage to the Cordova. And now look at the Lord. The Lord is very low. El Puerto gets it. Team Malaysia has to disengage. And now even Queenie has to go back. Quick rotation from this Nolan, helping out Team of Philippines by securing the Lord. To defend their base. But look at Queenie. Queenie gets engaged on Diagon, taking way too much damage. And now even the Swan Song used, able to get one. And now get onto Cordova. Cordova able to get away. Hanis is all alone. Swan Song used for Vivero. Vivero looks like the immortality pop. Diagon is on a mission all the while. Look at the Lord. The Lord is being taken down. Diagon gets Hanis. Team of Philippines might get this Lord for free.
Middle of it all falls. That's a score for Malaysia, but now in comes the rest of Team Philippines. They pop Farisha's immortality. Down goes Vivero. Aaliyah able to get away. Diagon very low.
Well, getting some damage potion. At 22 minutes, looks like this might be the end. Queenie gets taken down by El Puerto. Team of Philippines is one crystal away from securing match point. And looks like they are gonna do it. Ladies and gentlemen, Team Philippines is one game away.
Easier time securing Tempest of Blades plus Retribution. Combo that's hard to counter, but Farisha finds the angle. Down goes Aaliyah, down goes Diagon. Cordova as well, 3 for 2 the current trade. Afrina gets found out.
Yeah, we know that the Benedetta is there. And hold on, in one hard engage onto Cordova, gets taken down. Diagon goes in, but so I think she does have that damage. And now they force out Diagon, but the engage is actually from Team Philippines. Gets Afrina! El Puerto still survives. Might have been a big mistake by Team Malaysia. 3 members have taken down Queenie, able to get one. And now it's all on to Farisha as well as Queenie. Queenie gets a double, and Afrina there tries to fight against Cordova. Queenie has been silent all game long, and now makes the hero play. Cordova has to try to get away. Farisha as well as Queenie now getting a killing spree. 3 Keens, they have been farming out quite well. Farisha has to be careful. Better S-Strike use. Farisha wants to go back in. They're looking for a target. Afrina finds onto Diagon. Afrina able to dodge the stun. Gets a kill on Puerto tries to get for a 1v1. Queenie gets Amores. Afrina gets taken down by El Puerto. Using this
Retribution is off. Mount Shocker coming in. El Puerto comes through. Aaliyah with a Lord secure. Amores with a feathered airstrike. Down goes Vivero. Afrina gets taken down by El Puerto. Diagon down. Felicia gets a kill. Alberto running for her life. Amores to maintain tempo, to get composure. Alberto looking to shut down Queenie. Aaliyah to the rescue. Tempest of Blades. I think she's all out of eyes for an eye.
Puerto, use that. Oh, hold on. The Lord is dangerously low. Puerto, she might come there. Oh, Diagon didn't hit onto that. Hanis might have got taken. Diagon gets taken down by Afrina. All the while, Puerto is on the Lord. Team Philippines focus on the Lord, but Team lose. A lot has been used. Parisha has to get away. Probably cannot. Might get taken down. Still surviving. Shut down. Amores gets onto that. Shut down. Afrina gets Puerto. And Team Malaysia, they're moving forward. They're trying to get a kill. Queenie has to use that immortality. Hanis gets caught by Cordova, have to use that Winter Crown. Vivero all the way to the back. Queenie secures that kill. Team Malaysia, only one got taken down, and they're not done just yet. Better extra used by Amores. Aaliyah cancels that out.
Cordova on the job here, looking for more. Aaliyah very low. Amores might help secure, popping that immortality. Clutch purchase. In comes Diagon. Cordova taking a few hits. Diagon, not enough, gets the burn. Fully buffed up, has the Tempest of Blades. Mount Shocker exposes all the members of Team Philippines. Oh, Diagon catches a good amount of damage. Down she goes. Feather Airstrike, the answer. Vivero very low. Asking for the retreat. Cordova misses that bravest fighter. And Amores gets taken down just like that. Team Philippines.
Puerto doing quite a lot of damage, going all in onto Queenie. Queenie tries to escape, but look at the Lord. The Lord is being contested here. Dodging Diagon. Afrina is there. Cordova jumps in. And now Traction Pulse gets off the Diagon. Afrina is dodging everything. All the while, Team Malaysia, they're kiting it out. Look at the Lord. The Lord gets secured by Puerto. But Puerto gets taken down. Afrina gets the kill. Team of Philippines has to disengage with the Lord. They should try to defend this one.
Team Philippines making themselves scarce. Delta split through Afrina. This might be too much. There might be too much minions to defend. There's the Blazing Duet. Rather the Alecto final blow. Progressing towards a winning image. Team Philippines already has their mid laners level 4. Traction Pulse thrown out. Diagon flickers through. Turtle gets soft reset. Puerto, Phantom Execution out. Farisha able to pressure Puerto out of that pit. Afrina gonna secure real world manipulation. Still it's Vivero who falls. Aaliyah is where the turtle will spawn, upper quarter. Queenie very low. Vivero jumps in. The veg is not gonna save her. Diagon looking to put stacks onto the front line of Team Malaysia. Real world manipulation starting it up. Farisha not letting it go. Inside the pit, Puerto holds on. The Praiser's Wrath plus Retribution able to secure the turtle. Second one for Team Malaysia. Down goes Puerto. Amores as well. Cordova looking to save the situation here, but gets knocked up. Might get taken out here by Hanis. Diagon puts
Puerto's level 8. Cordova gets caught by the Traction Pulse, and now Queenie as well as Hanis putting on the pressure. A lot of damage, but Cordova is able to get out. The hold on, looks like Vivero gets onto 2, tries to get a kill onto Anis, but look at that tech charge from Aaliyah! Puerto goes for the safe engage. Farisha 1v3 flickers out, final slash, Vengeance is in, tries to get a kill before she gets taken down. Free farm here, same up top, but engaged down bottom, final slash hits onto Vivero. Queenie still dealing damage against Cordova, even though it's inside that Zaman Force. Vivero tries to flicker away the doubt
on their kit, which they're far from. It's again just 9 minutes in. Malaysia still has a 3K gold lead.
Ooh, look at Ambad. Look at Ambad. Farisha secures a kill.
And come back into this game.
The Lord. Malaysia started up. Looks like Vivero gets onto Queenie. Queenie takes a lot of damage. Afrina goes forward. They want Vivero. And now with the Traction Pulse, secures the kill. Queenie gets the killing spree.
Appreciating the pace that they're going through. Diagon picks up that Brute Force Breastplate. All she can do is watch. Cordova pushes that tier 1 down bottom. Real world manipulation. Farisha able to jump in. Vivero barely alive. Down goes Amores. She got a few swipes, but it's too little too late. Puerto
lane goes in. Team Malaysia wants to get this turret, and they are able to. One is down. Final slash history! Afrina goes in. Now Team Malaysia, they're pushing Team Philippines away. An angle. They're looking for an angle to engage. Afrina The Lord, one more, and look at that tech charge, able to get one. Hannes secures the Lord. Farisha gets onto Vivero. Zaman forces there. The damage is not gonna be enough. Diago gets pushed through. Farisha gets a kill onto Cordova. 3 members of Team Philippines is down. 4 is down. Team Malaysia with the Lord. Ladies and gentlemen, remember this moment as the ladies in black and orange makes history against all odds, against their fierce rivals from Team Philippines, securing the gold medal. Team Malaysia! Team Malaysia, with a strength of heart, discipline, and belief, after 7 grueling games,